الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.
O you who believe, fasting has been ordained upon you like it was ordained on those before you, that you may attain taqwa. The purpose of fasting, we fast for taqwa. But what does taqwa mean? What does that word entail? What meanings does that word carry? Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu, Amir al-Mu'mineen, he once came to Ubay radiyallahu anhu and asked him, "Oh Ubay, what does taqwa mean?" So Ubay radiyallahu anhu asked, said, "Oh Amir al-Mu'mineen, Umar ibn al-Khattab, if you enter a valley that's full of thorns, what would you do?" So Umar radiyallahu anhu said, "Ushammiru wa ashtahid." I will do my best to avoid these thorns. I'll try my best to find a safe path, a safe passage, a safe pathway to avoid being hurt. Likewise, my brothers and sisters in Islam, the purpose of taqwa, or the meaning of taqwa, is to avoid anything harmful for my religion. A person who is a taqi, a person who has taqwa in his life, is someone who does everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Prophet ordered him to do, and avoids everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered him to abstain from. If I have taqwa, I tread a very, very careful path in my relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The month of Ramadan is the month of taqwa. The month we gain taqwa in. Why? In the month of Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes us avoid and abstain what is usually halal and permissible for us. We leave food, we leave drink, we leave desire that is usually throughout the year allowed for us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes us take a step further towards Him by abstaining from what is usually halal. This makes the person improve in his relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It brings the person closer to Allah. It makes the person have more self-control. It teaches you, if I can control these two very, very, very strong instincts, these true strong desires that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created me with, food and lust, if I can control these two, then definitely I can avoid everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered me to avoid. So think of Ramadan as a training ground, as a boot camp. The person starts Ramadan in a certain stage and has to finish Ramadan in a very, very different level and state with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a stronger level. So fill your month with the obedience of Allah, recitation of the Quran, dhikr of Allah, the prayers of Taraweeh, the night prayers, salah in the masjid, spending in charity, whatever you can, and avoid completely anything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made forbidden. This inshallah will result that by the end of the month, you will find an increase in taqwa, an increase in piety in your life, a change in your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and thus the pleasure of Allah, acceptance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Almighty, to accept from us our efforts in the month of Ramadan, to make us increase in taqwa and fulfill the purpose of this month. نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يجعلنا من الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. وجزاكم الله خير.